Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to another Hitman 2 update. Today there will be a patch today that was released, and it's update 2.13. Even though it says on my PS4 it's 1.08 or something like that. I think it's the 8th update since day one. But they've added a bunch of stuff, including a new challenge pack and whatnot. And I'm going to go through all the patch notes and see what they fixed and see what they haven't fixed. And I will be going over the trespassing system once again, because we're going to keep doing that until they either fix the problem or at least address it and just explain the rules behind it. So for the new content that's coming out for Hitman, that's already out today, right now as we speak, sit back, relax, it is story time. So for new content, it says this is a significant game update for Hitman 2. It has arrived and outlines our commitment to the new content, improvements and community feedback. To start, we have brand new content with the addition of the new seasonal event, and we're also releasing the first content for Hitman 2 Expansion Pass. As with all our game updates, we're also making a whole host of improvements across the board, many of which have been requested by our community. So the first content is going to be added in part of the seasonal event. It's going to be part of the expansion pass. If you don't know what the expansion pass is, if you've got the gold edition, you already have it. Just in case you're going to ask that question in the comments, because I guarantee people will. So yeah, I will get to that in a second. Release details. Update 2.13 will arrive on January 21st, which is today, and we expect it to be approximately 1.1 gig to 1.3 gig on all platforms, and there will be a server maintenance between 11 AM and 3 PM, which is it's already passed, so we don't have to worry about that. New content is as follows. So Winter Sports Pack, which is the expansion pass. The Winter Sports Pack is the first content release for Hitman 2 Expansion Pass. Embrace the cold to get immediate access to the Winter Sports Suit and add 4 new items to your inventory that can be used in Hitman 2 locations. The Winter Sports Pack will be available at no additional cost for owners of the Hitman 2 Expansion Pass, starting from midnight on January the 22nd in your region. This pack is not currently available for individual sale. The Winter Sports Pack includes 5 new items, which is the Winter Sports Suit itself, which is a tight-fitting, multicolored thin sweater with a matching dark grey cargo pants, featuring reinforced knees, something, I can't read that word, sorry, gloves and matching canteen ensures you will fit right into any ski-themed event. As cool as the outfit looks, it doesn't look like a sort of outfit that you could wear on pretty much any of the maps, really, apart from maybe Hokkaido. Snowball, which is a ball made of snow, can be thrown at anyone to really annoy them. A snow, which is basically going to be a baseball, you know, it's going to work the same way, but it's going to be hilarious using that sort of thing in Marrakesh or Bangkok or something like that, or Sapienza. Next unlockable is the Piton. I think I'm pronouncing that right, I'm not sure. It's a metal spike used for climbing, sharp enough to use as a lethal weapon. It's pretty much going to be like a knife, basically. The Quick Draw, climbing gear which can be double as a fireball in tight situations, which is basically what it's going to be. Arctic Toolbox, a toolbox for Arctic climate, can be used for hide illegal items. It looks pretty cool, actually. It kind of looks like a sort of like a briefcase that you carry to carry like lab equipment or whatever. I'll show you what it looks like. There, you see what I mean? Like it's like a plastic kind of case. I mean, I'm sure that's what they use in the Arctic Toolbox or whatever it is. But yeah, I kind of like the suit as well. Like it's all sort of like a reskin version of the sneaking suit from like the prologue and stuff. But I don't really see what sort of map you could use that on, really, apart from maybe Hokkaido or something like that. But yeah, apart from that, it does look pretty good. I mean, it's only available to the expansion pass people or owners, or the gold edition owners. But if you don't have it, then you're not really missing out on that much anyway. It's not like we're going to get something really super exclusive when it comes to all the items itself, because they're all reskins pretty much. So apart from the suit, really, you're not really missing out on that much. Next up is the Hitman 2 Snow Festival. Celebrate the winter season at Hitman 2 Snow Festival in Hokkaido and throw snowballs at your target in a new mission. Starting on January 21st and through February 12th, the Snow Festival brings winter-themed items and the Snowmaster Challenge Pack that rewards 2 new unlocks, which is the new Ice Pick and the Snow Festival Suit. January 21st for the Hitman 2 players that own the Legacy Pack, The Snow Festival will be available via the Hokkaido Legacy location for the duration of the event. The Snow Festival suit and the Ice Pick are permanently unlocked for anyone who unlocks them during the event. January 22nd, for anyone that doesn't own Hitman 2, the entire Hokkaido Legacy location, including the Snow Festival, can be downloaded and enjoyed for the duration of the event. This free trial will be available to download from January 22nd at 13 UTC, which is 1 PM UK time, for Xbox One and PS4 players, and 18 UTC, which is 6 PM for UK time for PC players. The trial will end at the same times on February 12th, and progress will carry over to the main game. So it's basically, for anyone that has the Legacy Pack right now, they can play it right now. For anyone that doesn't have the Legacy Pack, they have to wait till tomorrow. And but the entire Hokkaido Legacy location is going to be basically available for free during the event. And I'm not sure if you can keep the map after that, but the items that you do unlock, you can indeed keep them for the rest of the main game itself. So that's kind of a new thing that just dropped on us out of nowhere. But it looks like it's going to be like a temporary event. It doesn't look like it's going to be a permanent event. It's probably going to be a sort of thing they're going to release every year, like the Holiday Hoarder stuff. I actually missed out on the Holiday Hoarders. I've done it 2 years in a row, and considering this was the 3rd year they've done it, I decided to give the challenge a miss. So I don't actually have the Santa suit, but I don't feel like I've missed out on much. I didn't really like the Santa suit in the first place because of the clipping issues I had when 47 was running. I didn't really like that, but yeah, that's something new to look forward to. If you haven't noticed yet, you haven't downloaded the update yet, download it now and get on this new Snow Festival pack. If you already have the Legacy Pack for Hitman 2, boom, there you go. So what's changed in the latest update? Well, these are some of the patch notes that they've said and they've shared with us. This is the overall game improvements. We've made hundreds of improvements, fixes and tweaks to the entire game across all disciplines. These improvements will greatly improve the experience of playing Hitman 2, and we've listed the standout highlights below. Interaction prompt size. We've added a new gameplay option that allows players to change the size of the item interaction text. There are 3 options. 1, standard, which is the default. 2, the same size, which is prompt and the name are the same size. 3, larger text, which is prompt and name are the same but larger overall. Not a big change in my opinion, but obviously it might be a little bit different for other players. Next up is the Handyman Wrench. Completing 15 featured contracts will now award the Handyman Wrench, which I thought that was the case in the first place. If you've already completed the challenge associated with this reward, the item will be added to your inventory shortly after the release of this game update. Now, with the featured contracts, like every milestone, like 15, I think it's 30, next one as well, you get rewards for completing these featured contracts. I'm not sure what next awards are going to be, but apparently people that completed 15 featured contracts wasn't getting awarded with this wrench, so I'm guessing that's what they've done. They've fixed it rather than actually they've just said they've put it in there as if it's a new thing, but it was broken, so they fixed it. Question mark. We've fixed an issue that could cause some NPCs to investigate distractions from unreasonable distances. We've asked them to hold back and be less curious, and the NPCs that you expect to investigate will now do so. So this was a problem that a lot of players have been suffering with. Like, he will basically try and create a distraction in a bathroom in Paris, for example. You will throw a coin in there against the wall or something, and then about 2 or 3 rooms away, someone will come over to investigate really randomly, or someone from a floor below or above you will come to investigate that room, which makes no sense whatsoever. So hopefully that fixes the overall distraction system. I'm hopeful on that, but I can't confirm whether it has or not, but let's hope it has. Next up is another one that I've seen that people complain about quite a lot as well, is the blurred scope. This is, we've fixed an issue that could cause 47's rifle scope to be blurry when zoomed in. A lot of the times you won't get the crosshairs, it will just be blurry. Like, it will zoom in, but it will be all completely blurred and you won't see anything. It's just like a round. It's really, really not nice to see. I've seen it before, but yeah, I'm glad that's fixed. Suit shadow. We've fixed an issue that was preventing 47's shadow from rendering whilst wearing the Raven suits. Okay, I haven't really noticed that one, but haven't really been playing the game much recently. Closing doors. We've fixed an issue that could cause the wine cabinet doors to always be open. They're now closed for safety reasons. Okay, I haven't seen that one before. Crash control. We've fixed a handful of issues that could cause the game to crash, including from standby and rest modes. Again, that's not something that I've personally experienced, but I'm sure other people have. Exploding molehills. I've seen this one as well. We've fixed an issue that could cause explosives concealed in moleholes to not harm NPCs at Whittleton Creek. I've actually seen this, with people complaining to me about it, but yeah, I'm glad that's sort of fixed, so I get people not complaining to me about the thing. In place, so we've fixed an issue where challenges regarding featured contracts have placeholder names in non-English languages. Okay, that's kind of cool. More in sync, we've fixed some inconsistencies between subtitles and dialogue in Miami. Again, it's not something that I've noticed myself. Car trouble, we've fixed an issue in Miami that could cause Sierra's car to not crash despite an explosive device detonating on her car. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? You've exploded, you've put an explosive on her car, you've blown it up, and it hasn't caused her to crash. She's like, it's just an explosion, I'm just going to carry on. I haven't heard anything about that one either. Where's Nolan? It says, we've fixed an issue where our mini-map rotation options were inverted. So we know that nobody likes to play inverted, so we've made sure that on means on and off means off. That's a bit... I wouldn't say nobody likes to play inverted. I mean, sure, people used to. I used to like it when I was younger. But that's just... It depends on the game, really. Muffin merchants. We fixed an issue that could cause the muffin servers in Whittleton Creek to continually talk about needing more stock and their inventions to inform Helen about their stock levels, but not actually doing it. Now they will. Okay, cool. An apple a day. We fixed an issue in Whittleton Creek that could cause an apple a day mission story to get stuck if 47 knocks out Janus while performing a health check. I've noticed this one, and it can be quite annoying when it does happen. Inventory extension. We fixed an issue that could cause the inventory menu to seemingly not display all unlocked items. This was a UX issue and is causing the problems to be displayed on a hidden window on the right side of the screen. I haven't personally experienced that one either. Mission story consistency. We've fixed a handful of issues in mission story guidance prompts on Miami and Whittleton Creek. Hector and Sheik. We've fixed an issue where Hector and Sheik Salman Al-Ghazali were in a dialogue loop where they constantly repeated the same conversation on Miami. I have experienced this one. Sprachen Sie Deutsch. I can't read that. I'm sorry. TP, we've fixed an issue that could cause 47 to teleport while taking out a shotgun and aiming in the crowd. Now he'll have to walk. Poor 47. Requiem, we've fixed an issue where 47 could enter an open coffin or morgue table during combat, provided that he isn't actively visible to any NPCs. Flying flare, we've fixed an issue that could cause a flare to float above the ground during the helicopter exit cutscene in the Isle of Scale. Silent Assassin status. In our previous release notes, we've updated you on the Silent Assassin rating and how some unintended changes were made. Whilst we continue to work on a long-term fix, we've now updated the text for the scoring requirements and some challenges from Never Spotted to Never Compromised. These are not the final changes for this rating, but our intention here is to make the in-game communication better in the short term. We're still working on the final solution and will share further updates as soon as we have them. I am not completely sure why they're taking such a long time to actually sort this out. I'm trying to guess that maybe they're trying to revert it back to how it was. However, it's probably breaking a lot of other things. That's the only thing I can think of. I can't really think of any reason why they want to go back on it. Maybe they're just, I think probably overall in the end, nothing's probably not going to change. I have actually tested it today as well, and the whole trespassing system we're getting Silent Assassin is still there. So the whole Never Spotted to Never Compromised thing. So it's one of them things where you're only really going to get compromised if you hang around in a trespassing area long enough for a guard to hunt you, I suppose, or engage in you. And the compromise system is basically, I don't know, maybe if you punch someone in front of another NPC and they'll catch you doing it, that's compromised. But fair enough. But it makes it a lot easier now to get Silent Assassin than it did before this bug was incurring. I mean, I'm not sure when it actually started. Some people were saying it was introduced with the first patch. Some people were saying that it was introduced from the very, very start of Hitman 2. I'm not completely sure on that, on the facts myself. But I thought it came along with the Elusive Target, the first one. Anyway, moving on. Also, that little last bit that I was talking about, the whole Silent Assassin thing, that was only recently added to the article. That's why you didn't see it on the screen. At the time I took the screenshot, that wasn't there available. But at the time of recording my commentary for this stuff, they added that small thing into the article, so that's why I said it whilst it was there available. So next up is the ghost mode improvements for the game. It says ghost mode crash. It says we've fixed an issue where the game crashes when exiting the main menu from a quick match ghost mode session. Open Sesame, we've fixed an issue that could cause ghost crates containing disguises to remain closed until all disguises had been taken. Now when either player takes a disguise, the crate will open and the other disguise will no longer be available, and the opposing player will still have 10 seconds to pick up any of the items. I know they're actually going to make some improvements in the future for Ghost Mode and try and balance in the systems, but hopefully they do balance it a little bit more for the player. I mean, the one problem I have with Ghost Mode is if you're a 2 or 3-0 ahead, I think I've mentioned this before as well, if you're 2, 3 or even 4 ahead, the person that's behind by so many points has literally no chance of coming back unless, well, he does have a chance unless the person in front completely messes up every single assassination from that then on out, and the person from behind is make sure every single one of his kills is a silent assassin. Now that is highly unlikely, and hopefully there's going to be some sort of system where if you're 2 or 3 points ahead, then you get less time to take the kill, or something like that. I don't know, maybe more enforcers. I'm not sure if they can implement these things, but it would be nice if they did some sort of balance in there to stop the other player from rage quitting, because at the end of the day, if the person's 3-0 up, then what's the point of playing and just carry on and stay in the game, because it's no longer competitive anymore, because the person from behind literally has no chance of getting back. So I don't really know which way to fix that problem, but hopefully they can balance it a little bit more and it'll be making it more playable for a lot more people. But until then, I don't really tend to play Ghost Mode that much anyway, because of that reason. So next up in the patch notes is the PC specific improvements. Window scaling, we've fixed an issue where the game crashes when switching from full screen to windowed mode. Discovery drop, we've fixed an issue that could cause drops in frame rate when discovering a new area. Razer Chroma, we've extended our Razer Chroma support, and it gives you a link to the support of where the integrations of Hitman 2 are and all the Chroma stuff anyway. But next up is the big picture buttons. This is, we've added some big buttons to the game's launcher when starting the game through big picture mode on Steam, to indicate that you can play and quit using the controller. Launcher benchmark, we've added a benchmark option to the PC launcher, which is a nice addition now, which in my opinion should have probably been in there from the start of the game really. Known issues reported by the community. As part of these release notes, we wanted to give you an idea of just a few points that we see lots of discussion about, just so that you know that we know. Looking ahead, we're already hard at work to our next update in 2.14, which we aim to release in February. The known issues are issues where weapons can become invisible, an issue with animations and coins, 47 can get spotted when using the morgue starting location in Hokkaido on master difficulty, the meaty bone and sacrificial, I said sacrificial, but I'm pretty sure it means sacrificial knife. Items cannot be used as starting equipment. The silver bullet does not have the steady aim trait. That is a big deal, because otherwise silver bullet just makes it the same as every other pistol that's in the game. Another problem is with the silver bullet I've noticed as well is like if you go into the inventory screen, it appears black instead of being silver. Has anyone else noticed that? I see a lot of people asking about it during streams and stuff, but I don't know. It looks kind of cool. But if you actually go into the game, it doesn't appear black anymore. It's just the same old silver bullet. I don't know why. It's probably just a texture problem. I'm sure that's probably fixed by now. I don't know. I'm not sure. But that concludes the patch notes for Hitman 2 update that came out today. Been a long video, so thank you very much for your patience and listening to me and reading these comments, reading these patch notes with me. And yeah, so this is me. In the background here, you'll see me just doing some testing of the trespassing system. But this is before they added that little paragraph about the trespassing system. So, also there's a little bug here I've noticed is I'm trying to get upstairs here with the invitation and it's not working. It's not letting me back up there. But yeah, that's a new bug that I've noticed. But anyway, to conclude the end of this little clip here, that basically I got a silent assassin for this, even though I got spotted several times. So yeah, it still hasn't been fixed, and hopefully they are going to fix the silent assassin thing in the future. But in regards to the new content, I will be covering the new challenge pack either today or tomorrow, hopefully in 1 or 2 videos or something like that. And in regards to the new suits and the new items and stuff like that, I might do a little showcase of that for the people that don't have the expansion pass. Maybe you can see what they don't have, and maybe you can decide whether you want to buy the expansion pass or not. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Feel free to drop a like on this video and let me know in the comments of your thoughts on all these patch notes. Subscribe if you are brand new to the channel as well, and consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below next to the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers.